All right, I hate to do this. I hate to put disclaimers on these videos, but I had a couple of you extremely soft, liberal type guys out there in the comments, and I'm using the word guys very lightly, and they got offended of a black action figure, African American, I want to be politically correct here, enjoying some KFC. And if that offends you, how do you leave your house? Are you never allowed to see a comedian? Are you never allowed to hear a joke? You people out there, you soft individuals, I highly recommend that you just get at least one semi-racist friend in your little clique, in your crew, for you can appreciate racist jokes. All right, so you know I'm all about completing teams. It's kind of like my bread and butter. That's what I enjoy most about collecting Marvel Legends. And you don't just get to complete the Inhuman team. I managed to piece together another team I've been trying to complete for quite some time now. Let's take a closer look at them. Now this might not be a team that most of you are familiar with. This is called the KFC crew. Over here we have Cloak from Cloak and Dagger, Power Man, Luke Cage, you all know who that is. The leader of the gang, of course. Of course, come on, who else could it be? Black Panther. And you got his sister over here. And then you got an action figure that we really never asked for, but we got anyway. The Black Captain Marvel. But here they are. Once you get them, you can finally complete another team to add in your teams. And I have to say, it's pretty good to complete this one. Now that we got that out of the way, this is a glorious day for Marvel Legends collectors. After 25 years of collecting this stupid bullshit, paying this top dollar, way too expensive action figure price. Today is the day that you finally get to complete your Inhuman team. If you're not excited about that, you probably shouldn't be collecting none of this stupid bullshit. You're probably just busy thinking about
sucking dick.
All right, so here we are. The Hasbro team finally pulled their head out of their ass long enough to complete this amazing Inhuman team. And here they are. You have Medusa. I went ahead and pulled out the old one for a comparison. I like this figure. I was totally cool with this. I didn't need this, but this is the Medusa I've always wanted. This is the outfit I've always wanted. The hair looks better. Everything about her looks better. I absolutely love this action figure to death. The only thing that I would have changed on this, she does have this articulated hair, which is cool. That's a nice little touch. But if they would have made like one of these strands come out like forward for she could actually choke another action figure, that would be pretty cool. But they didn't. But here she is in all of her Medusa glory. And she looks pretty amazing. I'm actually really excited to get her up on there to add to the team. It does come with an extra faceplate. I don't like this one as much as the one that comes on it. So I'm just going to keep the one that's on it. The angry, pissed off, kind of a bitch face. And then you have Gorgon. God, I was looking forward to this figure. I wasn't expecting him to be this big. I didn't know that Gorgon was ever this big. I know that sometimes they've made him big, but never quite this big. If you want to see how big he really is, we got him standing up. I think that's about as tall as he can stand. Here's the Hulk. And here's the new Juggernaut that we just got. If you look across that line there, you can see the height on him. He's actually a little bit taller than the Hulk and just a little bit shorter than Juggernaut. I never knew that he was supposed to be that big, but I'm taking it. I love it. It's nice to have big characters and put them in your teams. So we'll go ahead and add him to the team up on the shelf. I'll show you a good look at that. Let's take a quick look at Gorgon real quick. My only complaints with this figure, he's almost a perfect figure. Medusa, the only thing I would have did is add a hair thing for if she could grab something or choke something or do one like one of these little bindi or something. They didn't do that, but I absolutely love this to death. She's almost a perfect action figure. Then you have him. The only things I don't like, of course, are the pins on the elbows. The knees are pinless. The legs are awesome. I don't think they can ever reuse those for anything ever. I wish that they would have painted these stripes. I might get like a dark brown paint marker and paint those in. I think that those should be a darker brown. And the other thing I don't like is they sculpted the lines on the bottom, but they didn't sculpt them on the top. Other than that, I'm really happy with it. I don't even remember him ever having this mace, but I'm happy to add that. Like, it's nice that they actually get an accessory. Medusa, all she comes with. This accessory, I don't really understand why she came with it. I mean, it is pretty cool, but she doesn't really come with hands that can hold it very well. I'm sure she can figure out a way to use it on something or whatever, but hey, you know, some accessory is better than no accessory. Let's get these figures up to the shelf and finally complete the team on the shelf. Where they go, I don't know about you, but I'm really excited. Let's check it out. So also in my last video, one of you extremely soft individuals, I got it. I can't even talk. Said in my comments, go, bro, are you ever going to do a video where you're just not flexing on the stuff that you have? Bro, if you think that I'm rich, if you think this is rich, I could only imagine how broke you are. Because I'm just barely getting by. I mean, to be honest, I got to do a fig swap on half this shit just to be able to afford this Marvel Legends hobby. Either way, enough about that. That's my Sea-Doo switch boat over there. That's my jet ski waterfront property. Just out here living the dream in Florida. Just barely getting by. All right, so not flexing, just showing the action figure container, the toy container. I have been working on this thing since February of last year, so basically like, I don't know, 8 months. Selling shit, getting rid of shit, trying to put this amazing display together, and I'm almost there. I probably will finish this container today or tomorrow, and then I will do a video of the greatest toy container on YouTube. If not, one of the best action figure collections, period. So here we are. We have the Inhumans in all their glory. Look at that. Now we almost need an update for Karnak, but I'm happy with that one. I don't need one. It would be nice to get a pinless one though. The Inhumans is either my favorite team or my second favorite team. The other team that I like a lot, of course, is the Fantastic Four. But the Inhumans was always my go-to. I got all those original, the first series, 1 through 12 comics. That's why I was saying I don't ever remember Gorgon being that big. But I will take it. You look at him in the team. He looks absolutely amazing. I like the Mezco Lockjaw better than the Marvel Legends one. Plus his eyes light up. Better detail. I just thought he was better. Got rid of the other one, kept that one. There it is. I'm really happy to have it. And then a few of my other teams down here, just a quick glimpse. I do have only have a couple Mezco. I got the Fantastic Four and the Ghost Rider. What the motorcycle was cool, and I got it 50% off, so I figured why not. But here's a few of the teams. Now for you guys with those racist thoughts out there, your racist minds, don't let them get to you. If you need a semi-racist or a full-blown racist friend, go ahead, hit me up. I can fill that gap in your life. But we have the KFC crew right here on display. And for you racist motherfuckers out there in the comments, I didn't put them by Planet of the Apes on purpose. That happened on accident. It was the last team that I had, and I just kind of squeezed them in. But here they are. This is Planet of the Apes, of course. This is the KFC crew. I love y'all. And remember, go outside and touch grass. Touch the river. Okay, you might not have a river. But touch some kind of water. Something green, something blue. My river's brown. It's unfortunate, but it is what it is. How brokey. I couldn't afford fresh water. Love y'all. We'll see you here real quick on the toy container video.